What's up, YouTube? Alright, I have been asked over and over and over for a Nekroz deck profile, and this is not exactly the one used in videos. This is my version, and I have been playing with this on stream for a bit. So, let's get into it. You have the typical 2 of each spell. I'm going to talk as if you've never played Nekroz before, though. 2 of each Kaleidoscope and 2 of each cycle. So, Mirror, you can remove what you need to summon a ritual monster from your graveyard and use it from your hand or field. Kaleidoscope, you can send from your extra deck instead of using the tribute. So you can, say, send Herald, which will search out any ritual monster or spell from your deck. Or summon a big guy. And actually, I need to replace this with Shooting Quasar Dragon, because I'm no longer running BLS. I'm not dedicated Darks, but this guy is the Stones also. So we'll get into that later. Preparation of Rites, self-explanatory. You add any level 7 or lower ritual monster, and then you get a spell back from your grave if you have one. Regeki, these are outs to the Gen Lock. And we play the Gen Lock also. So Regeki, Book of Eclipse, Book of Moon. You have 2 Rotas to help thin your deck and get to Clissolus and Shuret. You have 2 Trade-ins. You have 2 Shared Rides. Shared Ride's very good in the mirror match. Shared Ride's decent against Cliff Ward. It's decent against the Teller. Decent against Shadows. You're almost always going to at least 1-for-1 with it. Emptiness, self-explanatory. I main 2 copies of Mind Crush because it doesn't clog the back row too bad. Very good against the mirror match. If you watched a few of my games, it just created blowouts. Brownic is limited to 2 now. This is April format. Decisive Armor, I still play 1. It can feel cloggy sometimes, but it's another out to the Gen Lock because I also play Sorcerer. Play 1 Gungnir, 2 Clissolus, Trishula, and 3 Valkyrus, 3 Unicorn. So, Unicorn, all these guys, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. All your monsters that are rituals have hand trap / hand effects. So, Valkyrus can stop the battle phase. You remove a Nekroz monster, or I believe any Nekroz card, actually. Yeah, Nekroz card from your graveyard, and negate the attack and then end the battle phase. But you have to negate the attack, so if they Book of Moon their monster, they can keep attacking. Unicorn can get back any Nekroz card from your graveyard to your hand. Brionnic can get any Nekroz monster from your deck, including the normals, or not normal, effect monsters that are not rituals. This can get you any Nekroz spell. This can stop anything from being destroyed, and this can stop anything from being targeted. And this lasts till the end of the turn, destroyed by card effect or battle. And this negates the I don't think the activation. Yeah, during either player's turn when a card or effect is activated that targets a Nekroz monster you control, you can discard this card and negate the activation. So it does stop the activation. That's pretty cool. So their on-field effects, this can bounce up to 2 monsters from the extra deck that were special summoned from the extra deck back. I believe you can target 2 face-up monsters. Shuffle them into the deck. So Clifford's would go back into the main deck. Decisive Armor. Oh, he also boosts 1,000. I didn't go over him. He boosts any of your Nekroz monsters 1,000. So him plus him gets over the typical Gen Lock. But he can pop any face down and banish it. He can turn any special summoned from the extra deck monster's attack to 0, and then negate its effects for the rest of the turn. This is during either player's turn. This card, you can pitch a Nekroz card from your hand, spell War Monster, and destroy a card during either player's turn. This is Trishula. It is Trishula. You remove a monster, or anything from the field, 1 from the graveyard, and 1 from the hand. But they have to have a card there. Valkyrus, he can pop himself, or pop 2 other monsters, and you draw 2. So these are all the on-field effects, and this negates monsters' effects from the extra deck. Continuous. So, Shuret, he can be used as the tribute for any of these guys. Manju can grab basically any card in your deck that has to do with ritual spells or monsters. This can grab any ritual monster. Jin, if you use him for your ritual summon, your opponent can't special summon monsters anymore. Sorcerer, when he's tributed for an effect, you grab any Nekroz spellcaster monster, which is him, and her. And Phantom of Chaos. It can do so much in this deck. It's ridiculous. I love Phantom of Chaos. So, let's get into what can help Phantom of Chaos. So with Kaleidoscope, you can send Quasar to summon both of these. Or, if for some odd reason ever, two Biotics. I don't think you'll ever hit that situation, but who knows. With this, 11, you can summon him and him. I think that would be the only scenario. Oh, you can also summon him and him with Quasar. This you can send with Kaleidoscope to special him and get any ritual spell or monster from your deck. We have, also in the side deck, we have Honest. You have all of these lights, 6, and then you can side in Dinko's 2. Honest is another out to the Genlock and a huge surprise. That's just me, though. This is actually a Dark Hole now. Another out to the Genlock. Pretty fun. I play a lot of Clifford Hate still. We side a second Gen for the Mirror, second Chariot Ride for the Mirror, side Maxis for Satellar Knights, and odd matchups like Burning Abyss. Dinko goes in versus a lot of matchups. And so Rainbow Neos, he is your 10, and he is broken with Phantom of Chaos. Send one card from the top of your deck to your graveyard. Shuffle all cards in your opponent's graveyard into the deck. So, all their cards go back. They have no more spells they can get. They can't Valk anymore. It's game a lot. It's also Herald. Any monster sent from the hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished instead. While it's also during either player's turn, with spell trap or monster effect is activated, tribute this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy the card. So, it's anti-Valk when you do that, and then you can overlay in the next phase if they don't bother to Valk you. Mind Crush is really good against Valkyries too. I really like these techs. These techs are pretty good and unexpected, as is this. So, people have been asking for this. People have been pretty much demanding it almost, and this is my Nekroz. I hope you like it. The extra deck is pretty self-explanatory. I'll just, scroll over it. All your rank 4s. Diamond Dire, you might go into it a lot, but not in the mirror matches as much. Usually your goal is to do combos like summon Unicorn, summon Valk, tribute both, or if you get this with the Unicorn, make Labobble Chain, get Cycle, send Jin, use Cycle, remove Jin, summon Colossus. So that's Nekroz 101. If you have any deeper questions, you can ask in the comments. Please subscribe to our Twitch at twitch.tv/HouseOfChampions. Please like our Facebook at facebook.com/HouseOfChampions. And, of course, subscribe and like this video here. And, again, any questions, just ask.